is that I suffer from anxiety. Okay, so I basically have incredibly bad stage fright issues with speaking in public or whatever, doing anything in front of an audience. And I'm an actor and a motivational speaker by the looks of it, right? So everybody wonders, they think I'm lying. When I did this thing on TEDx, they were like, yeah, no, like what nonsense, you're an actor, you're putting it on. Not the case, guys. I mean, I'm seriously pissing in my pants just standing here. And, but what I found is that after TEDx, you have no idea how long I cried before I had to get up on that stage. Hey, they're clapping. I'm like, why are they clapping? It's like, hey, they're standing. I'm like, no, somebody wants to go to the bathroom, I'm sure. Like, no, they're standing. And then after that, outside Narragansett, there are these people who are coming and, saying like, oh wow, like I could really relate to what you were saying, and I have stage fright, I'm shy to go and talk to people, I don't know how to do this, I'm like, really, I can this. So I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. So my head started like bloating a bit, very extravagant. And then there were companies that came and said, oh, we'd love to have you come and talk to our staff. It's like getting bigger. Then there were like corporates coming and saying, we're doing these sessions, motivational seminars, we'd like to bigger. And then there's this guy who came and said, would you like to be on our international speaker listing? It's like there. And then my mother came and said, Chike, what is wrong with you? What did you say on stage? Just like that, went back to the rest of my life and I became anxious again. And that's kind of because I use the word fart on stage. So my mother, amongst everything else that I did on that stage, and got the whole standing ovation and all these people like really hurrah for me, the only thing my mother took away from that talk was, you said fart on stage. And she's like, Chike Lajanatha. And that's kind of like the thing that we, in Sri Lanka, we've grown up with, is this Chike Lajanatha. It's like, aren't you ashamed of yourself? That's what it means. And from the time we're born, that's kind of what we are taught. It's like, Indaganna hariyata, hasirenna hariyata, sit. And, don't speak, behave yourself. You're a girl, you can't do this. Boys don't do this. In school, say, nisabdanna, stop talking, sit down, behave. You talk only when you're asked to talk. So, like, unlike in a lot of other, especially Western countries where kids are kind of encouraged to go out there, be themselves, explore the world, whatever, speak up for something, we are here to, and even in society, the government does something, we have to, somebody says something like this, and those who speak up, there's a big problem. So we are used to being told to be shy. So that's why the older we get, and when we meet people and all that, the first thing we do is, girls and guys, but and then you've seen this on like Devana Superstar somewhere, right? And that's what happens. And all of us become crybabies. Even the most brilliant, the most qualified businessman out there, I guarantee, pisses in his pants when he tries to go and speak in front of an audience. Because it's inbuilt in Sri Lankans to not be out there unless we're drunk. Then you can't shut us up, right? But here's the thing, with my anxiety, because all my life I felt like that. I grew up with boys. Like all my cousins are boys, I have a brother. I never had a girl around. So when you grow up with like 13 boys around you, you tend to be shut up, go into the room and wait, right? So I had these anxiety issues. And then I discovered drama. For for some reason, my mother thought, okay, she'll put me into some elocution class. And suddenly, I was allowed, I had an excuse to just become someone else and stop being me. And that's what you do in drama, right? You become another character. Suddenly, it was like an escape for me because I can forget all my anxiety issues and I can just be like some massive hit, a rock star, and that helped me right through my life to become who I am today, or to be able to stand in front of you guys and talk like this is my drama. If you watch the TEDx speech, I'm faking it right now. I'm like totally faking confidence, totally faking the fact that I know what I'm going to talk about, totally making up words as I go along, and all of you are nodding because I was introduced as a very important person. I don't even know why, right? So what I'm going to do today is teach you a few of my tricks, because trust you me, there is nothing different about me than you, honestly. And I work in advertising. I work in a job where my job requires me to go and make presentations in front of big boards of corporates. My job requires me to sometimes talk to government officials. I'm an animal welfare activist, so my job also requires me as an activist to go and scream at people on the road and get screamed at in return. So I have to grow up here every time I do this stuff, right? So I'm going to teach you what I know from drama that has helped me do all of this. So I'm calling this presentation the Drama Queen's Guide to Being Kick-Ass. Because none of us believe we are kick-ass, and this is how I fake kick-ass in the world, right? So there are like little tips and tricks. They're really easy, right? There's nothing is technical because I'm not a rocket scientist, right? I haven't gone beyond my levels, I swear. But I come across like I have because I use these tricks. So the first and most important thing when you're in drama is that you have to be creative. You have to imagine. And that's where my TEDx talk came from, this imagination about believing that you're someone else and you're not here. You're not you, okay? And there are things that we do to help that imagine. Because I can say, hey, you, what's your name? Yeah? Romesh. Imagine, get up here and imagine that you're a politician, Romesh. Yeah. Make a speech, Romesh. Tell me. Manape. Go on. Anything you want. I didn't believe a word of that. Can you say it again so that they believe you? Okay. Now I'm going to show you what Ramesh did wrong in imagining he was a politician, right? Because the way you presented yourself, the way you stood here, Saudara, Mother Saudara, Mama, be like that. Did you buy it? No. Because nothing about you showed off that you are powerful, you are a politician, you can do this, but then you get inspired and like, oh my God, Wi-Fi, the next best thing to the palm holding of Wi-Fi, So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. All these little things that we don't realize, sometimes when we go up to clients or we go up to people in business or in life, when we talk to people, these things that we don't do that can add a lot to our personality and the way we present ourselves. Okay? So, here's how you imagine you're someone. First, wear the clothes. Now, when I say wear the clothes, I'm in drama, right? So, one thing that helps me is when I get up on stage to become another character, obviously you wear a costume. So, and when you wear an osaria, you become Lata from Gamperedia or whatever, right? Or when I wear a ball dress, I become the Queen of England. So the costume helps. Now that doesn't mean you go around your work like wearing ballroom dresses and all that. Like don't do that because that's kind of strange and you get kicked out. But when you go and present yourself to, say, in business or in society, how do you want to be seen? Like, what do you want them to take out of you? So obviously, if you go for a high net worth board presentation, you're walking in a pair of jeans and a skinny and going, yo man, they're going to think you're a bloody idiot. They're going to say, get out of here, right? If you're going to have a business conversation with someone, you have to understand your audience also, right? What is your audience looking for? If it's someone who wants to do business with you, then you wear the outfit. You look smart. You look professional. You look like you mean business. If you want to go as a creative person, wear the jeans. Be creative. That's the personality you're trying to go for. And there's another thing, like there's a psychology in color. I'm sure Anna knows all about that, right? So there's a psychology sometimes when you don't feel something, just wearing a color can change your personality. And that can actually translate to the person you're talking to. Okay? So, for instance, if you're scared and you are like, you really don't think, you can do this and you're like a shy person, wear red. Because red's like a powerful color. Red's like a I don't give a beep color. And red is brave. Not a lot of people wear red. So wear red. If you're someone who thinks they're not going to trust me, they don't know what I'm talking about, or I don't know what I'm talking about, so wear blue. Because blue is the color of trust. It can be just a blue tag. It's just a psychological thing that gives the other person a kind of a subconscious feedback that this is the kind of person you are. Creativity is inspired by green. So I had a meeting this morning. This is why, right? You wear green, and it actually helps you. That's why, color psychology, interiors sometimes they use a lot of greens and yellows and stuff to inspire creativity. It's an energetic color. So if you're going in for a brainstorming, you're trying to talk to people on the fly, you're trying to be creative, thinking out loud, do the green. Yeah. If you think that they think you're a bloody hora or a crook, or that that you really don't know what you're talking about, wear white. Have you seen all these gurus? These guys who wear these white kurtas and all that. The minute you look at them, you're like, oh, learned one. Or you wear full black, Steve Jobs. Black is luxury. Black is up there. IT, and I'm not seeing any of these colors right now. Okay, so think about what you wear. Don't go into a boardroom, obviously, in a pair of shorts. Don't think you want to be seen as cool and hip and go with like torn pants. You have to show respect to the person you're talking to, so that they show respect back to you. So clothes is a very important part of who you are trying to project. So when you're going somewhere, when you're trying to present yourself, wear the costume, wear the clothes. Okay? Next, very important, and this I needed sound, so I'm going to have to ask you to really strain. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but you need a theme song. Have you seen in these movies and all that, the hero, there's always when he's walking in slow motion, there's a song that makes you, and Gladiator, for instance, when he's walking into the arena, the music and that makes you think, ooh. So you need a song. And mind you, I'm not saying walking into a meeting playing like a track. In your head, right, you need a theme song. You need to figure out what is the song that motivates you. What's the song that pumps you up? Everybody has a song that makes them feel good. And this we do in drama a lot. Before we get on stage, the actors backstage, what we do is we listen to motivational music, right? So we put on a song and we're getting into groove. have you all seen the Olympics with Michael Phelps? Have you seen that photo of Michael Phelps with his, earphones on? But like just before jumping, it's because he's pumping himself up. You know, so songs and music can really change the rhythm of who you are. For instance, when I remembered that I had to come here and make this talk to all of y'all with my anxiety issues, can you hear it?
Yeah.
But then I had to pump myself up, right? That's my song. That's playing in my head when I'm walking in my life. Until I fall on my face, this is what I'm doing in my head. Then they told me there's no speaker or there's no music. And that went like, whoo. So everything I prepared is not going to work. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Then I have to think, what am I going to do? Again, probably think. Gotta do this. I can do this. So now, what I want you to do is, I want you to think, what is your song? Right now. Do it now. What do you think your song is? What's the song that's going to pump you up when you have to go and meet someone or present yourself to someone? Yeah? Think of a song. Think of a song. Think of a good one. I want to know. What's your name? Sanjay. So what's Sanjay's song with Sanjay walks in your room? What's the song you all hear? What do you want to say? I'm sure there's a song that plays in your head when Sanjay walks in the room. Hollywood songs. So Sanjay, what would your song be? What's the song that okay, that's good. That's good. But don't just go with the song that I made. Think of a song. Write down the song. Write it down now. Then what you're gonna go and do is, what you're gonna go and do is, you're gonna download that song. You're gonna put it on your phone. You're gonna get yourself a pair of earphones for a meeting. You're gonna listen to that song just before you walk in. Do it. I'm telling you, just put your mood into a completely different place. Especially if you're having a really crap day, do the song. You have to have a song. Think of the song. I'll give you 2 minutes. What's my song? Are you hearing it in your head? No, you're not. You're so lying to me. Okay. Find the song, get the song into your head, make sure that song is your song. Oh, okay. Right. The next trick to increase confidence and to beat stress, which happens a lot in my work, is this thing called the rabbit. Okay? So the rabbit is my little way of making myself a little happy when I don't feel happy, when I'm scared, when somebody is screaming at me, which happens a lot. Have you all heard the song Little Peter Rabbit? Does anyone know the Little Peter Rabbit song? Okay. So, it's a nursery rhyme, right? And this is a trick that works is to actually sing loud a nursery rhyme. You don't have to have anyone around you. You can go to a bathroom, you can go in your car, you can go into a corner where nobody hears you, or you can sing it to yourself. But the thing is, you have to sing it up. Okay? So I'm going to teach you Little Peter Rabbit now. And this is a story of a rabbit who had a fly on his nose. So the fly is whatever problem you're facing. Okay? That fly is whoever is screaming at you, or whatever stress you have, or whatever anxiety you're feeling, whatever. So what Peter Rabbit did with the fly was, he just got rid of it. So the song goes, and you're going to do this with me, right? With had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose, and he flipped it and he flapped it and he flew away. So you're going to do it. Alright. I'll tell you why. Just do it with me and then I'll tell you why. So, Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. And he flipped it and he flapped it and he flew away. Now we're going to do it loud and nicely, right? Like, get up. Yeah, you can't sit and be Peter Rabbit. Right? So you are Peter Rabbit. Think about whatever problems you have today and sing it. Go. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose, and he flipped it and he flapped it and he flew away. Okay, sit down. So, the reason I did this was, A, I needed to waste time until I thought about what I needed to do next, right? But B, more seriously, as people, we are all little children, okay? Anyone at any age, we have inner babies. And these are, our inner babies are the ones who get shy and scared and all of that. And inner babies need comfort. And when you do something like this, like a little nursery rhyme or something, it's so ridiculous. I mean, you should have seen yourself, right? It's so hilarious that you feel such an idiot that you actually forget your problem. For just those like 2 minutes that you took to sing that song, when you go into that bathroom or get into your car or in that corner or in the boardroom in front of them, I have done this, and they've all wondered what I've been doing, because sometimes I'm looking down, I look like I'm writing notes, because you're just making yourself laugh. You're doing something to just calm yourself down. You're getting your mind off a problem by doing something stupid and childish. And it works, guys. It works. So the next time your boss calls you up to fire you, sing in the song. That's underwear. Another theatre trick. Underwear is, it's like famous around the world. Theatre people, actors, we all have stage fright. We all like get really scared to get up on stage. And the trick is, we imagine our audience in their underwear. So guess what I'm doing right now? Trust me, this is more awkward for me than it is for you right now. If you're scared of speaking in front of a group, this works. Because either you can be so excited or so horrified that again, you calm down. Your mind, you've tricked your mind into chilling out of it. And when you see people in their underwear, they're not so scary at all. Right? Then you have this thing of, yeah, so you've seen them in the underwear, you've sung the song, you've got your theme music, but at the same time, just before you speak up, just before you like say something, you're like, because you have all the things, like you have your mother in your head, you know, what a bad, make a mother bad, make mother තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ මම මෙයාට තේරෙනවා මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. So that's in your head and that makes you shake and cry and look like. So there are ways and means of hiding your inner crybaby, right? Because when you want to cry, you can't in front of people. You should be on it. So here are ways to hide your inner crybaby. Number one, it's not whether you're nervous. You can be nervous and that's fine. Everybody is nervous. I'm nervous. It's whether you show it. So there's your actor coming out. Have you all ever lied to someone and gotten away with it? To the wife, to the girlfriend, to the boyfriend, to the mothers and fathers. Boruak Kiyala, have they accepted it? And have you gotten away with a lie? Ever? Is there anybody here who has never said a lie in their life? Because, you know, you're in the wrong job, man. Well, yes, you've lied and gotten away with it. You're an actor. You are an actor. If you have ever told a lie and somebody has believed it, you are an actor. It is not just the people who get up on stage. So that's where you use that actor. When you lie, you look like you mean it. Oh, no, I was working late. Honestly. So only second you know that if you're nervous, put that on. I'm not nervous, I'm really confident. And the thing is, they are probably nervous to meet you too. So when you look confident, they get a little more nervous. And that works for you, right? This is a trick in sports, in theatre, it works to calm yourself down because normally when we are like a little shy, a little scared to speak up, this goes, you can feel it, and then they start sweating, and I'm sweating now, and all that. Breathing. Breathing is so important. It calms you down. Now, when we breathe in theatre, again, I'm going to get you all to like do this exercise. Huh? When we breathe, normally we breathe through our noses into the lungs, right? So it's like, what this is doing is, this is getting adrenaline up. This is pumping you up. This is going to make you more nervous. That's why our Vayuna Hatami, like, that is not calming you down. Even if you don't know it, this heartbeat is because of the way of breathing. To calm it down, we call it diaphragm. Diaphragm is like this rubber particle kind of thing that's in our body, right? It's like a balloon. So you have to imagine that there is a balloon. And you know how when we breathe, when you blow up a balloon and then the mouth of the balloon, you like pull and let the air out. So you don't let all of it out at once, it doesn't move. It just goes. That's how you need to breathe. Right? So even if it's during your breathing or during your public speaking or can be before or whatever, to calm yourself down, you breathe in your stomach, the balloon in your stomach. So that's what I want you to do now. I want you to put the hands on the stomach, like good little children, and breathe, but take the breath in from your nose and see your stomach, not your chest. So I shouldn't see shoulders going up. If shoulders are going up, you're breathing wrong. This needs to expand. Okay? So breathe slowly in, 2, 3, and now out, 2, 3, slowly through the mouth. And now I'm going to go to 5. So breathing slowly, expand the stomach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it and slowly 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to go for 10. Okay? Go. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it. And slowly out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. And you should be touching your spine. So, breathing is very important to calm down. And people use this in sports, people use it in theatre. So you can even be at a boardroom, at a table, and if you're going to be speaking or making a presentation or something, calm yourself down. Because it will slow your heart rate. And when your heart rate slows, the feeling of nervousness also slows. Don't breathe too slowly because you will faint. And you don't want that happening. Stretch. Okay. Another exercise, stress method. You all must be having that a lot, right? That's all the stress. The lower back for women, that's stress. So you need to not be stressed when you're trying to do something at work, right? So stretching is the best way to release that tension. So it can be like as simple as just roll your neck. Nobody needs to know why you're doing it. You just do that. It can be, just stretching out your arms, your shoulders. You just do that. Otherwise, there's another way where while you're at a meeting to relax your body, which I'm going to do now with you all. So I want you all to close your eyes and close your hands. Close your eyes, no. Please imagine there are muscles in your toes. And no, don't cross your legs and all that. There are muscles in your toes, right? When I say go, you have to clench those muscles. Only in your toes, not the rest of you, right? Clench those muscles as hard as possible. And when I say release, you just release it, okay? 1, 2, 3, clench. Toe muscles. Tense it up and release. Now, the toes and the foot up to the ankle. All the muscles. Clench. Release. Toes, foot up to the knee. Whatever muscles you have, tense them up. Go. Release. Toes, feet, knees, thighs. Up to the body. Clench. Release. Now, everything up to your chest. Clench. Release. Now, add your hands. Okay? Hands to the tip of your fingers. From your toes to your fingers, up to your neck. Go. Release. Now, up to your face. So your neck as well. 1, 2, 3, go. There should be one big muscle. Even the ones who don't have. Okay. Whatever is there. Clench. Whole body. From your toes to your head. And release. What you have done without realizing is you have relaxed your whole body. If you did it right, because you clenched it and you stretched it and then you let it go. Get rid of your inner crybaby. When we have a friend who's having a bad day, okay, or a family member who's really upset about something, what do? We sit and we talk to them. We say, don't worry, man, it will be okay. And you'll hold the hand and you'll say everything that you think they need to hear so that they are calm. Why don't you do it yourself? The first thing you need to talk to is yourself. So before, again, if you're nervous about something, if you're shy, get in front of a mirror. Go in front of a mirror, talk to yourself. Look at yourself in the eye and tell yourself what you need to know. You're gonna be great, Machana. You're gonna be, I mean, they're gonna give you a standing ovation, man. I'm telling you. You kill that meeting, dude. You're gonna get the business. Definitely. Your boss is going to give you a raise after you talk to him. Tell yourself, whatever you're feeling shy about before you make a presentation, before you present, talk to your mirror. Talk to yourself. It works, I guarantee. But you have to believe what you're saying. Right? You can't go as a that. You can't do that. You need to pep talk. Tell yourself what you need to hear and believe it. It's like your best friend is telling you. Okay? Then of course comes again the drama. So you've done all that. Now if it's still not working, pretend. Just pretend. Okay? So, first impression. Now you've done all the prep. That was all the prep that I talked about, what you need to do before you go. Now you've gone to the meeting, to the stage, to the podium, wherever you are. Now you're there. People take only 20 seconds to decide what they want about you. So if you're going in for an interview, it takes just 20 seconds for your interviewer to figure out yes or no. Whatever you say after that is not going to change their mind. They think you're an idiot, they think you're an idiot with good qualifications. Okay? So those first impressions are most important when you go up to people and when you talk to people. So or if you're like looking down, also. Okay. What is this telling you? No guts, no balls. It's like you want people to think you're confident, right? So that first impression is, bam, I'm here. Don't say that. You have that. Okay. Like, I'm here. Stand up straight. The whole look of your body, what it says, your face, your voice, everything needs to get that first impression. So whether it's the clothes you're wearing or whether it's how you say hello, I mean, a lot of the time people have this thing that they go in and they wait until somebody says hello. Yeah. So why don't you go and introduce yourself? It's scary. But do it. Because suddenly you're making an impression. It's like, oh, who is this? You're telling them, I'm here, I'm different, I'm confident, you listen to me. You're taking the upper hand. I'm going to show you how to bullshit with your body when you walk into these meetings to make that first impression. Okay? So, I'm going to ask you to get up and come here. It's all about bullshit when you answer. I want you to tell me who you are, a little bit about yourself, what you do. Okay, so, the first thing she told me was before she even started talking, the body language. Right? She came, this happened, this happened, this is happening. All of these are giving me signals that you is really shy to do this right now, even in front of the people she knows. Okay. So, when it comes to your body, there are things you can do again, psychological, body language, confidence, right? One is you step forward. On stage also, to get people's attention, what we do is one foot in front of the other. And when you stand one foot in front of the other, it's like you're asserting yourself. Your body is coming forward and you're talking to people. It's more confident than that. Yeah? So that's number one. Head needs to be up. Head needs to be up. Looking at the person you're talking to in the other. So, looking at the one and all like Mother Chant, this is my audience, and I'm like here, there. That's all nerves. That's all lack of confidence showing. So now you have to fake confidence. So at least if you don't feel confident, try and look like you are, right? So stand straight, head forward, looking directly at the people you're talking to, eye contact with everybody you want, your body, your shoulders back, you're straight up. Imagine, yeah, there's a lot of exercise today. You're not tired by the time. Imagine there's a thread that's attached to the top of your head, and that thread is being pulled up towards the ceiling. Right? Immediately your posture changes, you'll notice. Because when you say stand up straight, people don't stand up straight. But if you imagine this thread pulling you up, and this is a theatre trick, suddenly we are straight. Because your spine has straight. So that's a little thing for you to remember. And now step forward with one foot, just a little bit. And stand up straight. Take that off. You're looking confident. That's the psychology behind it. That's why That's why in the posters, attention, this is not just about discipline. This whole thing is confidence, bravery, pride. In school, that's what we do. All in that body language. And when your body language is giving out the vibe, then they think you're confident. And that's good. Your feet. How you use your feet is so important when you're making a speech. Right? If you're getting up, say, it can be in front of a small group that you're making a presentation. It can be in front of a large audience. But there's this thing where when they're nervous, have you all seen, like there are people who like talk like that. Sometimes we go to these really bad school plays and all that, and they're like, oh my darling, I am so happy to see you. Oh my sadness, I am going to die. And this is called shuffling on stage, okay? And then sometimes people are, like talking to you like this, and this. Like today we are going to talk about idama.lk and what we do, and today this and that and all the rest. This is shuffling, where your feet are not doing anything. This is because in your mind you are not confident. All your nerves are being shown in this, and this is very distracting for an audience. So it's very distracting standing in one place. When you stand in one place, you command a lot more attention. So if you're talking to somebody, this is just like either you're ready for the bathroom or this is your nerves. And you don't realize sometimes that you're doing this. But it's not showing confidence. Stand because you know. So imagine that you're putting roots down. Imagine that you are actually just stuck. If you're moving, move only with a purpose. So if it's to show something on your screen, if you're trying to point out to someone, or you move to someone to talk to them, they have no choice but to look at you when they do that. So move because you have to, not because you don't know what to do. Stand in one place, plant your feet. one foot in front of the other, or on shoulder width on the side. You stand like this and you're giving out a completely different vibe. Okay? Your eyes. In theatre, an actor's eyes are their most important feature in any act. Eyes, they say, are the windows to the soul. Right? I can look at you and go, I'm really happy to be here. I'm like thrilled right now. My mouth is smiling. Or I can go, I'm really happy to be here. Hi, thanks a lot. I mean, I'm like really happy. Like, hello, sir. How are you today? Sir, I have a good proposal for you today, sir. I'm smiling. So why would sir not like believe me? The eyes. You give it away. So you have to believe for your eyes to make it, you know. And if you're trying to sell something, you're trying to push an idea, you gotta be excited by it. Right? Like these things that you do, like to make a line, like when you talk to little children and you're trying to make them excited about something, you will look excited, right? Remember, your audience is also like that. You're trying to tell them, look, guys, this is a presentation on how to be kick-ass, and I'm gonna make you kick-ass. And my eyes are doing so many things right now that I hope into God that you believe I can do this for you. Or I can go, hey, look, guys, I'm going to do a presentation on how you can be kick-ass today. So my voice is like really excited. And I mean, my mouth is working, and this is going to be the most important presentation of the rest of your life. Are you so excited? I'm so excited. Yeah. Doesn't work. Remember to use your eyes. They're given for a reason. And Sri Lankans love to use the eyes anyway. If you're gossiping, then it's, oh my God, and all that. Right? You use it whether you realize it or not. So why is it that we stop using it when we're nervous? Because your entire body shuts down and your mind is thinking only about your nerves. Now your mind needs to start thinking about your feet, your mind needs to start thinking about your hands, your hair, your strings. When your mind is thinking about all of that, you'll forget to be nervous. Right? Hands. Another, yeah. Hands is another important tool when you're trying to show someone that you are confident and you know what you're talking about. So then, when Jimmy stood here and Jimmy was like that, and her hand went there, she didn't know what to do with her hand. His hand went there, then he didn't know, then he did this. Why? Because Jimmy is feeling shy and Jimmy needs to do something with her hands. Right? You were also the same. Right? The politician was like that. You see politicians now? All that, they use their hands. Your hands are a very important tool, right? People say when you hide your hands, you look like you're hiding something. It's body language, right? Either you're nervous or you're a crook. Right? You can't be honest. This, they put into the pocket, and they're like that. You see people talking like that? That's like, I don't really want to be here. Right? Or this is really bad because this is you're creating a barrier between that person and you. That you're angry. So this is really bad as well. Or this is like, I think I'm like the coolest thing in the planet, and you and me, we are not on the same level. I'm so much higher than you, so I'm the boss. Bad vibes. To get someone to trust you, do you do that? Yeah. No, I don't. So to get someone to trust you, you got to be open. Your body's got to be open to them. As well as hands, they say, sure you can't. Right? When you're honest, you will be, it's like when you're asking for something, you're asking them to join you in whatever you're saying. You're asking for their attention. And you're using your hand. Now that doesn't mean don't go for the next sales presentation or whatever and My string is up, my eyes are open. Hello! You know what I'm talking about, right? And your hands can be used to make a point. Like for instance, you want to excite someone to stop yawning. You're pointing at people, right? Sorry. Uh, Talking to someone, making a point, making it like really work for you. Like this is gonna be the best thing in the world. My hands are doing things to give out my message. Use your hands. Because you can't convince them if you're that. So you gotta think about your hands. Your mouth. That's what we're talking with now. But then we all have big issues with that. Because sometimes you forget you have an audience. You forget you have to talk to someone. So all your shyness, what happens is when we get nervous, our throat constricts. That's a natural reflex. The throat constricts. So we tend to talk like that. And then if we are talking to a group of people, either they are going to switch off or they're going to just like they'll lose interest either way, right? One is they don't know what you're saying. So we use this thing in drama on stage. We call this projection. Projection is throwing your voice and being loud enough to be heard by the last person in the room. That doesn't mean you start talking like a bloody bastard case. There are people who talk like that also. I have aunties who do that all the time. And that can be really annoying. Either you go out of the room or they will go out of the room. Projection is just being loud enough to be heard, to make sure that your volume is amped a bit. So if you have something important to say to someone, they shouldn't be like saying, what? Sorry? Excuse me? I'm sure that happens sometimes. So you need to again then use this. Because when your throat is constricted because you're nervous, you have to stop using your throat to talk. Because when I talk with my throat, I am sounding small. But if you sing, are there any singers here? No singers. When you sing, you use your stomach muscle. Because the stomach is like that balloon is there's more air, there's more space, there's more room for you to keep talking and you become a little louder, a little more amplified when you talk. So use your stomach when you talk, project your voice. Even if it's to one person that you're talking, if you're talking loud enough, right, not like that, right, but if you're fairly confident, you will be very clear and your voice will be steady and they will understand what you're saying. And then that is in you can't talk too fast. When you talk fast, nobody understands what you're saying. But the thing is, when they're nervous, we start talking too fast because we talk, they don't do this quickly. You know, we have to do later. So we have to get through all the pages of and thank you. Like what? So you gotta slow down. But slowing down doesn't mean you talk like your auntie will still and your uncle did. Because that also can be so boring, so monotonous. And the other thing I'm doing with my voice right now is I am not using any variation. So I am very unexcited. So again, when you go and say, hello sir, thank you for having me here today. Today I am representing idama.lk and I would like to talk about our services. Sir is going to be so excited. Use the voice. Use the music. Sri Lankans have a naturally musical way of speaking. Use that. Up and down and loud and clear. The other thing is khate pittu. We have this khate pittu problem where nobody understands what they're saying because they're so soft and they're so nervous. And then we're like, today, yes, and all the vowels in the alphabet you have heard by the time that speech finishes. So, do all of you have a pen or pencil? No? Okay, if you don't, you all are going to use your finger. Okay? And you can put the finger in your mouth because this is an exercise that we use in theatre, how to make our speech clearer. Because every word you say has to be understood by everybody, regardless of the fact that you have something in your mouth. So, please stand up and introduce yourself to the audience with your finger in your mouth. Go on, we're talking about confidence, you're talking nervous. And do all the other things also, feet, hands, mouth.
Hello, I'm Beltram Adwasi. I'm an accountant doing idama.lk.
Okay. Tell us about everything you did today. Come on, you gotta be confident. As if you're making a presentation to people you have never met. Go.
With finger?
With the finger. See, you're showing me that you're really shy, you can't do this. Now you gotta change. This workshop is all about changing. Good.
Hello, I'm Beltram Adwasi. I'm doing accounting this idama.lk company. Today morning, I'm
Look at your audience and speak to them. Look at everybody that you're talking to while telling them what the story is. Today morning, yes, I went to the cafeteria. There's put in the mouth and talk, no? Go.
today morning I came and check our accounting. Check our account balance. Also, I informed your
I didn't understand. Okay. Come. I want you to go there and tell everybody why you think you're the best person in this office. And you're the most valuable employer that they have here. Employee.
Hi, good evening. I'm another caretaker. And
Talk to your
I'm
audience. Talk to your audience.
I'm the UX UI designer in the
You're talking to the fan. The fan doesn't care. Everybody else wants to know. Look at them. I comment.
So, talking about my day today, so I have a big task to look after my child. Actually, my sister's child, she's a fan. And thereafter, I have a meeting with an architect, and thereafter, I get to the office to join the experience in the lifestyle.
Okay, take it off and say all that again.
So I get in here for listen to your speech because I'm very interested in you. Actually, because when I'm going to the commercial bank, so I saw you and yeah.
Commercial bank?
Yes, commercial bank felt ATM.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank
So that was what I asked you to do, but thank you for talking about me.
Yes, I'm talking about you because I'm very interested listening about your speech. That's why.
Okay.
About my day.
Now imagine that pen is in your mouth while you talk. Because I can't hear you.
Okay. When we talk about today's really hard because I have to look after my sister's little son. He's one years old, and I have to feed him and sleep him because today's the budget day, and my sister is going to the
Tough day.
yeah.
Tough day for you. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
But good stuff. Good stuff. Here's the other thing. What I was talking about using your eyes. The other way that you actually get people to pay attention to you is when you look at them. Because when you look at them, they can't look anywhere else. They have to look at you. Because it's really rude. And then they're nodding, then they're listening. Even if they don't want to listen, and even if they want to go and take care of their children's child or sister's child, they are looking at you. And they can't go. That's another thing you can do with your eyes. Eye contact, very important. Whoever you're talking to, make them a part of your presentation. Make them feel like they belong. Don't talk to just one person. Sometimes you go into a boardroom or you go into like a group of people and you only talk to the boss because that's the only person whose decision matters. But what you don't realize is other people's decisions or other people's opinions will matter to the boss. So you need to get them to buy into what you're saying too. So eye contact is so important so that she doesn't take the phone and go away again. Remember, your audience, they're like kids, okay? Like we are kids, they are also like kids. You have to entertain them. Right? So when you are entertaining them, try to find ways of, make it simple, talk to them directly, point to them, find something relevant to who they are, and sometimes, something that works when you're trying to do a sales conversation and all that is, you mimic that person. If you say, they actually feel like you are one of them. So you don't go there sounding like GLPs. Because does anybody understand what GLPs is? Anybody? It's like GLPs goes through the entire dictionary sometimes in one speech and nobody knows what the hell he said at the end. Right? GLPs is very bad at what he does. Okay, I'm sorry. Might be good in finance, but so you gotta simplify it. Like you're entertaining kids. You gotta make it interesting to listen to. You gotta find something personal. Or you start imitating them and they think you're funny. Or the way they speak, sometimes there are people, okay, foreigners, for instance. Sorry. But I'll talk about, like in my job, I speak to different clients and sometimes from different countries. Is there anyone Indian here? Indians are okay. Okay. I'm sorry to sound racist, but man, they think you're down there when they talk to you. When you go and talk to an Indian businessman, it's like, what do you know, man? Like, I know my business, I will tell you what to do. And you feel like crap. But if you become Indian like that, if you start talking, hey, I know what you need to do, yeah. This is what you need to do. Now you listen to me, I have a good proposal, yeah. Your business will be flying high. I'm doing things that I have seen Indians do. He's buying it because he thinks, oh my god, that's so cool. Like, I understand. And then he'll be like, yes, of course, let's do it. Whereas if I went with that, sir, so our proposal is, no, I don't want your proposal. Yeah, I already know I don't have the money to spend on you. You please go. That is what he said. So you find something about that person that you can relate to. And it doesn't mean you have to talk in an Italian accent just because she is Italian. Right? You can just ask her about her day, you can ask her about her life, how long have you been here? You suddenly see something that she's excited by. You like design, really? Oh, well, I work in advertising and I'm really interested in talking to kids from AOD. Suddenly, she's like, you know something that I know and we're going to be friends. It works. It works in making an impression with people. Like I said in the beginning, when it comes to presentation, people take 20 seconds to figure out who you are and make impressions about you. They take 10 minutes to switch off from whatever you're saying. So I kept you interested for 1 hour now, I hope. Because I'm trying to find ways to make it interesting. I'm getting you all up, I'm talking to you all, I'm making you all do things like so that I can waste time. But you all are listening to me because I'm looking at you and doing all this, right? So you have to figure out if your sales presentation or whatever you're going to talk about is going on for more than 10 minutes, you have to do the homework and figure out what's going to be in that makes people actually listen. And it's never facts. Nobody is interested in facts. Nobody is interested in costs. Sorry, accountant. Nobody is interested in like the history of your company. Nobody. There's only you. You have to think of what are they interested in? How you make them want to listen. Jokes, personalizing it, little quips, calling out names to the audience. That's how you get their interest and you make them talk. Listen to their feedback. Watch for their feedback. If they're laughing, that's good, unless they're laughing at you, which is bad, very bad. But if they're smiling, if they're nodding, that's good, because they're interested. That's their feedback. Ask them questions. Let them tell you what they think, not about your present, what you're talking about. Because it's very important that you also keep adjusting so that you know what's working. Don't keep going on this one track if they have just started looking at the phone or they start like checking their phones or they're writing something or they're talking to each other, then you know you've lost your audience. You have to keep them looking at you. So you have to do something to make sure that they all wake up and they're looking at you. When you start talking, a great opening is a good way to get the audience. I'm sure you've heard this before. So you go there and every time you're doing a sales pitch or you're talking to the boss or you're asking for something, the first line you say, make it short, make it simple, but keep it big. Keep it entertaining or keep it relevant or interesting enough that they want, you cook them. You cook them and you say, hey, I want to listen to the rest of it. So my trick here today was to tell you what happened in the bathroom of the Nelumpoku. I didn't need to do that. I could have just come and said, hey, after today we're going to talk about how to be confident. I could have done that, but then this would have been like, hey, you can get that on YouTube. I'm telling you about me so that I'm making you my friends. You know that I was in a bathroom crying. Suddenly you feel sorry for me, so you want to listen to the rest of it? Or whatever it is. So I told you something interesting. So think about that when you make a presentation. This is another rule in presentation skills. Don't get excited. It doesn't mean what you think it means. It's keep it short, stupid. Because the shorter, the simpler, the better. Everybody is busy. Everybody at some point or the other needs to be thinking about what else they have to do with their day, needs to be wanting to go to the bathroom, needs to have sisters, children to go and feed, needs to have like accounts to do. Everybody's got things on their mind. So the shorter your whatever, the better. I'm just going on for an hour because I love it when people listen. Think about your passions. I know this might not work for your employer, but what are you passionate about? What you love in life? Do that. Okay? So that when you have to talk about it, you really believe what you're saying. And you're saying what you love. I work in advertising because I love being creative. I cannot go and make presentations on banking. I'll make a stupid banker. I hate maths. Sorry about it. But it's like if I was working in a bank, my presentations would be awful because I would hate what I was doing. So are you in the job that you are passionate about? Or are you just in the job that pays you money? Think about that. If you're in a job that pays you money is good, everybody needs money. Find something in that job that excites you. Get excited by it so that when you talk to someone about it, that passion shows. Because you want them to be excited about it too. If you're not, it's not going to work. And then, I know this is funny coming from a person who's saying, be an actor, but be yourself. Be yourself, don't try to be something you're not. You have all these guys, these guys who walk into a room like, hey, how are you, man? Yeah, like, I'm just, like, guys, like, people stood for me, standing ovation, only TEDx speaker, very standing ovation. It's not who I am. I am anxious, I am shy, I do have issues. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to be real. There are ones who have uses. Of course, they come like the boss. They give out this impression like, but they are not. Right? You will feel much better about them if they didn't try to act like a lady. So just be yourself. Just be who you are. You don't have to pretend. Don't have to think that you have to impress people. When you try to impress people is where you get it wrong. A lot of people doing presentations, they try to why they try to, I studied in English, so I speak like that. I was in England for 2 months, so therefore, I will use all the words that I learnt in the UK and talk like I think I sound, like the Queen, but I don't. I sound like, I don't know, I belong in Mulleriava. Don't pretend. Be real. Be who you are. It works. People like you when you're who you are, unless you're a real dick. I hope you're not. So be sincere, because if you don't believe it, they won't believe you. Find your style. Now this is actually a little bit of technical theory. At last. Something that I can say, I know what I'm talking about. Everybody has a style of speaking, has a style of presenting. There are 4 basic groups of presenters, and everybody is either one or the other or a combination, right? So I'm going to take you through what the 4 are. The first is called the fascinator. Then there's the inspirer. There's the energizer, and there's the performer. Now the trick is, I will tell you what these are separately, but the trick is, you know yourself more than anybody else knows you, right? And you can sit with your friends and your colleagues and find out if you don't know yourself. But which one of these are you? Which one of these are you good at? And that's the kind of presentation skills you need to work on and improve, right? So the fascinator is someone who surprises you with facts and interesting things. So if you're good at research, if you love finding out new things, like someone who's always on the internet, checking out new articles, and someone who knows stuff, like an encyclopedia, there are people who always know something new. Those are fascinators. So those people, when they're doing a talk on a presentation, put in facts that people will find interesting, because you're someone who loves the facts. So you fascinate them with your knowledge, with your intellect. then they feel like, this is an expert in something. This person knows what they're talking about. If you're not an expert and if you're not someone who likes finding out new things, don't try it. Because you won't know what you're talking about. The energizer, so the inspirer. The inspirer is someone who tells stories. So the inspirer is someone who may not have all the facts. You may not be one who has the numbers and the facts and all that. But maybe you have personal stories. Maybe you have a story of somebody else. Maybe you can create these little interesting things that we talk about that people want to listen to. Like I'm telling you about what happened to me in the bathroom. I'm telling you about what my mother said. I'm telling you about the Indian guy that I had to deal with. I'm telling you stories. And through my stories, I'm making a point in my presentation. So I'm trying to inspire you with a story. So that if you're a good storyteller, if you're entertaining to listen to like that, if you're someone who can, you can even talk about, and this, that, and the other. So I told that lady, you need idama.lk to come and clean your garden. Just thinking. So that's an inspirer. The energizer is someone who gets the audience responses. So the energizers are the ones who tell a joke, they make people laugh, buy a corona, or you just say, oh my God, like that I saw that train window, that woman and she's speaking half, and everybody goes, oh. Because you're trying to get a reaction from the audience. And what these guys do is they don't have facts, they don't have stories. A lot of the time they're motivational speakers because they're bullshitting. Right? A lot of the time because they're all about we're gonna be cool, man, we're gonna do the best thing, come on, give me a hooray! And everybody say hooray! You've seen these guys, right? Get them out, put yeah! Those are energizers because on stage or even in boardrooms, they're like, so what do you say? What do you say? Yeah, do we think? Yeah. And then getting people to nod, then getting people to do things, and they're energizing the audience, but they're keeping the audience involved. And they're keeping their attention. So that's a different kind of speaker. And then there's the performer. So the performer has a little bit of everything, right? And the performer is someone who will have a little bit of courage, a little bit of charisma. Charisma is there are some actors where when they're on stage or in movies, actors you love because they're so good. It's just something about them. When they stand in one place, you want to look at them, you want to listen to them. So that's like charisma. It's not something everyone has, but those who have it should use it when they're presenting. Those who don't, there are other things they can use. So don't think when you are, making a presentation that you have to do it the same way somebody else is doing it. Don't watch YouTube things, how to do a presentation, how presentation skills, and they'll tell you how they do it. It's not that. You find out how you can do it. And what's unique to you, use that. Improve that. Practice is so important. Right? It's like in theatre, we can't do a play in one day. We go through, you can come and watch a play one day, but that play has taken 6 to 8 months of practice for us to remember our lines, to remember how to look, what expressions to put, where to move, what to do. That's taken so much practice. It's the same thing with any presentation that you make, even in business. I've been in advertising for 15 years, over 15 years now. But still, I know the art of bullshit like that, man. Right? I'm a professional bullshitter. That's my job. Right? But still, when I go into a boardroom, if I'm making a presentation to a client, I have rehearsed it at least 3 times. Why? Because then I'm not going to be nervous that, shit, can I remember what the next slide is? Shit, can I remember, oh my God, what am I to say about this? Because what I've done is I've rehearsed it, I've figured out, okay, what are the stories I'm going to use, what are the facts I'm going to use, is this interesting, is this not, then I'm going to say it and see, did that make me laugh, is that interesting enough? Practice helps. Because when you do that and you walk into the room, you know what you're doing. And then they know that you know what you're doing. Instead of you doing because you just put these slides together like 10 minutes before you went. And then you milk the big finish. So any meeting, any interview, any presentation, anything that you do, make sure like the first impression, you leave a last impression. If you're going to pitch for a job, and if 100 people have come and pitched for the same job, say you're selling some service, and that person has seen at least 10 different salesmen selling the same kind of service, what's going to make you different? It's not going to be your cost estimate, sometimes it isn't clear. But it's also how much you leave behind, what they remember. You should be the one they remember when they're looking through, if you've gone for an interview, when they're looking through all the interviewees, you can go with 10 other people who have the same qualifications as you. You've done marketing, they've done marketing. You have 2 years of experience, they have 2 years of experience. So what makes you different? It's how you left that room. Whether it's that handshake, whether it's looking them in the eye, the way you spoke, the confidence you showed, all that. Maybe you cracked a joke just before you went because, just want to leave something with them, leave something behind so that they remember you. So that big finish is so important. And then remember that in anything in life, even in presentations or when you do anything, there is always what we call in drama the plot twist. Plot twist is it doesn't go as planned. Never. There are no speakers when you get there. Right? They are not interested in listening to you, or they thought you were supposed to talk about something else. I mean, if anything, things can go wrong. You just have to accept that things can go wrong. Go there, tell yourself, plot twist. So when the plot twists in movies and in theatre and shows, when there's a plot twist, there's always something that comes next. The story anyway goes on. There is an ending to the story. You don't stop there and go, oh, he died, good night. You don't do that. So you also adjust. Make sure you're ready for something to go wrong. So if something goes right, you're really happy. And if something goes wrong, you knew it was going to happen anyway. So you can just carry on. And that makes you feel better. Then you're less nervous also because you're expecting things to go wrong. And you prepare for it. Yes? Yes? Can I hear a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And that is the end of my talk to you today on presentation skills. So, I'm going to say a few things. I'm going to ask you a few questions. And you're going to answer with I am. Okay? And you're going to answer as loud and as energetically as possible. And I want you to tell it to me like you believe it. Okay? So, who's going to work on their presentation skills?
I am.
Wow. Who's going to work on their presentation skills?
I am.
Who's confident now?
I am.
Who is kick-ass?
I am.
Who's going to go into that next meeting and make it and kill it?
I am.
Who's the best speaker who's ever spoken to you?
I am.
Yeah, okay, bye. Thank you guys.